On November 26, 1977, a body was discovered off Cherokee Trail in South Knoxville. The remains gave detectives very few clues. The head, hands, and legs, among other body parts, had all been severed. Only a naked torso remained at the scene. The body was later identified as that of Paul Wayne Hurst, a boxing coach from Maryville. No clear motive has ever emerged for why anyone would target the well-respected coach, who had founded a youth boxing program and had dedicated himself to mentoring young athletes. When the body was discovered by two hikers near Cherokee Bluffs, the head and neck had been taken off at the shoulders. The hands were severed a few inches above the wrists, and the legs a few inches above the knees. 2 deep gashes had been sliced across the abdomen. Another wound on one of the upper arms had been made, possibly to cut off an identifying mark, such as a mole or a tattoo. The victim's genitals had also been removed. Authorities would never find the missing body parts. The Knox County Medical Examiner's Office compared spinal x-rays of the torso with those of Hurst, who had been treated for a back injury years earlier. Officials deemed it a match and identified Hurst as the homicide victim. But Hurst's oldest son, Paul "Sonny" Hurst Jr., wasn't convinced. Frustrated by the pace of the investigation, he obtained a court order to pry open the family mausoleum for his own examination of the remains. Days later, he announced the torso was not his father.
No, people mean good, and maybe they lost a mom or lost a dad, and we're all grieving for them. But if they knew what it was like themselves, to not know what your mom or dad happened to them, here it is 40 years later, and you don't know any more than you did. It's pretty rough.
Famed UT forensic anthropologist Dr. Bill Bass was asked to review the spinal x-rays as well. He confirmed the initial ruling. The torso and Hurst were a match. The advent of reliable DNA testing was still years away. Without consensus on the victim's identity, much less a verified crime scene or a conclusive cause of death, the torso case turned cold. And Paul Hurst, even if he was alive, never resurfaced. The remains were reinterred at Sherwood Memorial Gardens in Alcoa. The grave still bears no name today.